Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. Women make bad choices, all right? Where in life they make bad choices when it comes to finance, parenting, what else? Choosing partners, education, sex, right? Health, right? Health, voting politically, career. They make bad choices, right? Finance. They pull out loans that they couldn't afford. They couldn't pay off. Pick a career in education, right? Pick a career that they know they can get a job in, right? Pick a career. Right? When it comes to finance and education, right? What's another one? I have a list right here. Parenting, right? Leave the kids with the wrong people. Let the kids stay out late, right? When it comes to single parent household, right? Education and make sex, sleeping with multiple partners that don't understand the repercussion and the consequences when you sleep with all these partners. You can get pregnant. You find the wrong guy, right? Health, right? Cutting their things off, right? Telling themselves they're a different person, right? Get reassignment surgery, not realizing that is permanent damages, right? Voting for the people that's lied to them. Keep voting for the same people. Basically, those are bad choices. Voting for the same people does not deliver, and they keep voting it. How if that's not bad choices? I don't know what it is. That is when it comes to voting, right? And career, they pick the career that does not, that they know they can't handle or does not flourish in any way, right? These are things what I'm talking about. They make bad choices. Given the opportunity, they will make bad choices. Because they make bad choices, there's some stuff they need to realize that they need to think about the consequences when you make these choices. They don't understand the consequences of what they're doing right now, right? This is why they're taking away accountability. The more or less accountability they have, the more irrational choice or decision they will make in life, right? This is why sometimes I agree with something that Pearl things think that the 19th Amendment should be evaluated because it's all been proven, right? I'm not saying take away. I'm not take away from their right to vote. I mean, surely they already went to this far having it, but it shows you the thing that is mentioned demonstrated that the decision that they make is really bad decisions, right? They need. Because of this bad decision, this is why they need a leader in their life. When a woman does not have a leader in their life, right, that leads them to make the right decision, they usually become single, unhappy, alone in life, right? These women out there who's alone in life, that's single, that's not happy, they can't find a man, they usually make bad choices, right? Tell me I'm wrong or not. Right? If they make good choices, they wouldn't be in this position at all. If they make better choices in life, they wouldn't be alone and single. Right? It's all about choices. But when you give them these kind of choices, they usually tend up to be in the wrong choices. That's why when a woman who grew up with a father, they tend to do better in life. Because usually the father will make the choice for them, guide them in the right direction. Now, if you take out the father in the household, what do a woman have to depend on? Right, her mom to make the choices. When one woman can't even make the right choices, you can let a woman make another choice for women? No, women are not natural leaders. Because they're not natural leaders, they will all eventually make bad choices in life. Right? This is why they need a strong man in their life. A strong man could make a choice in their life, could lead them in the right direction. That's why That's why they advocate a structured nuclear family. Because the guy usually are the one to make the right decision in life, usually, right? The guys are the one to more make rational decisions, and the woman is supposed to listen to him, right? But you take that out of the equation, what do women have to go by? They have to go by their own intuition. When women, the way their brain circuit works, they think about a lot of things at once. When you think about a lot of things at once, it's hard for them to make choices. And that's what leads to their downfall. They usually make the wrong choices. Take out $1 million in student loans or a couple $100,000 student loan for a degree that doesn't pay for anything. That's a terrible choices. That's a terrible financial choices. Not having spend all their money, right? Floundering all their money. Spend all their money in one place and not thinking about investing, right? Those are terrible financial choices, right? Parenting, right? Just let anybody babysit the kid, let the kid stay up overnight past curfew, and let what happened. Well, these kids right now, right? These kids are in Chicago. They're led by single mothers, right? And let them stay up this late. How's that good choices? That is terrible choices because of their parenting skills. That's why these kids cannot cannot read at their own grade level, right? They're failing in schools, right? Because of the parents' bad choices in life, right? Partners choosing the bad partners, choosing the Pookies and Tyrones, right? There's Pookies and Tyrones, there's Chads, all these bad men, right? These undeserving men, right? And what happened? They treat them like dirt. Those are bad choices in life. This is what I'm talking about. These are what I'm talking about. That women, given the opportunity, they usually make bad choices in life, right? Health choices? Come on now. They tend to get cosmetic surgery, not realizing the ramifications. Get too much of the surgery, you're gonna look up like Madonna, right? All plastic. You're gonna look at like Kim Kardashian. Look all plastic, like a Barbie doll. That's what I'm talking about. When they make bad choices when it comes to their health, right? What if they get implants, right? What if their implant rupture? What does that happen? I don't know. Leach up to their blood, their silicone. What kind of ramification that does happen to their health? Right? Not married at the proper time. Not having a family. That's gonna waste their ovaries, their youth, because they're sleeping around. Make these bad choices, right? And when it comes to career, when they focus on career, that doesn't matter. Gender studies, social studies, all these stuff that doesn't deliver on a future, right? So when a woman give in to their own device, they usually make the wrong choices, right? This is a clear example of what I'm talking about, right? This is why they need a strong leader in life. If they don't have a strong leader in life, they're gonna be miserable, right? And what happened when they're miserable? They usually look up to the government to take care of them, and now we have a cycle of enslavement. When you look up to a government for relief, you're enslaved to a government. You're indebted to the government, right? When you take all these loans, you're indebted to the government now, right? That's why they don't want to pay out the student loan debts that they pull out, that they know they can't pay back. Now they're entitled to the government. Now you have to listen to what the government do. If you don't listen to what the government do, the government not gonna give you any incentive anymore. Right now you're bound. You're living in bondage. You can die single without any kids, without being loved, right? Because women by nature they're not the decision maker in a family. Right? They're not. They're just incapable of doing so. Right? I'm not saying this in disparaging ways, but I'm looking at numbers, statistics, biologies, and examples. The stuff I'm just saying are just some examples. I'm not saying all women are like this, but there's a huge disproportionate amount of women who are like this, who's doing this, who's taking these routes. And now what was that elite? That now they're living in delusions, and now it's going to contribute to their insanity. That's why we have all these women that have mental problems, right? Because they don't have any leaders that take charge in their life, that guide them the right way to go, right? So it's very dangerous when you give women, right, these power of decision making. Because they could lead a nation, a whole country in the wrong direction. Look at where we're at right now. Why all these people voting for Joe Biden? Most of his voters come from women's decision. Women think that he promised them, not realizing his pattern of lies, and still vote for him. Right? You see their insanity. We have insane people voting right now. Right? That's why when you have insane blocks of group of people, voters that votes. Right? This is what happened. The unstable economy, chaos that's going on in the country. This is what happened when you give people the right to vote that's not been vetted, right? I think in order to get the right to vote, you need to pass some kind of psychological test, man. You just can't just get any rights to vote, right? I'm not for taking people's rights away. I'm not saying that women don't deserve the right to vote. I'm not saying that, all right? What I'm saying that there's need to be more stricter requirement when it comes to voting, because there are insane men out there too, and insane men are voting as well. But the way to combat this, I think, is that more you need to take a psychological test before voting. You gotta be in your right mind, because these are steps, these are decisions that could affect other people's lives, right? Not just your life, other people's life, and you need to be inclined on politics before you start voting. Not just anybody should just vote, right? This is what I'm saying. I'm not for taking people's rights away. What I'm for is there's got to be more stricter requirement, right? I'm not trying to disparage women. What I'm saying is that reciting biologically, right? I'm just giving out examples, right? And these are giving examples that actually happen. They're bad at finance. They're bad at parenting, right? Most of them. I'm not saying all of them. Majority of them, right? They're bad at choosing a partner. They're bad at education. They're bad at picking a sexual partner. Being promiscuous. They're bad at health decisions. They're bad at voting, right? And they're bad at career choice, right? Not all of them, right? I'm saying a disproportionate amount of them, right? Because of this is why there need to be more stricter requirement when it comes to voting. We just can't let anybody vote. All right, because it's gonna affect everybody's life. Even the sane and crazy people don't need to be affected this way. So, in order to have a better country, there gotta be better guideline in voting, and people need to vote better. Not just vote because of their emotion, but vote on logic and reasonings, right? And track records, right? Not just because somebody promised them something, because people could lie. Promise could be broken. But on that note, guys, do you agree or disagree? Do women make bad decisions in life? Right? Am I making sense here? Am I conveying my thoughts clearly? Let me know if you agree or disagree. Leave a comment below. On that note, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. On that note, guys, peace and blessings.